You know what? Goodbyes are really hard. I hate goodbyes. Not a fan of them. Not a fan of them. But unfortunately, as they say, as the cliche goes, all good things must come to an end. And the same has to be said with YouTube channels. We follow these channels, we spend hours upon hours enjoying all their content. We actually get to the point where we, build a connection between the viewer and the content creator. And it's something really special when you find that channel that you just absolutely adore. So when the time comes when that channel finally says goodbye, they're calling it a day, it's really hard. But let's cue intro and I'll let you in on a bit more. So, I bet I've got you guys pretty worried. But don't worry, it's not me. I'm not going anywhere. I know recently I've been a bit shaky on stuff, but I'm in a good space and I'm, working really hard on moving to the next step. The sad farewell is to a channel that pretty much started this channel as a whole. Without this specific channel, without me getting into them, without me enjoying their content, without me being inspired by them, I would honestly have never decided to have picked up a camera and started doing this myself. For some of you that are quite into my channel at the moment, you know me a bit more personally from other videos I've made, you'll probably guess which channel it is that I'm talking about. But for you that don't know, the channel in question is YGO Anime Games. For those of you who do not know who they are the masters, the absolute pinnacle of character deck stuff. They do character deck duels, character deck profiles. They mainly base on the original series and they've released hundreds upon hundreds of decks and hours of fantastic character deck duels. So let me get a bit more into how I discovered these guys. I started this channel about 2.5 years ago now. A year previously to that, I decided that I wanted to get back into Yu-Gi-Oh! So what I did was I bought a starter deck, Yu-Gi and Kaiba Reloaded, and me and my brother started doing some duels. However, with these starter decks, they're not true to the decks in the anime. So, they were missing cards that were quite, pivotal, I guess. You also had cards in there that the characters themselves never actually played. So, what I wanted to do was, after doing this with my brother and just having a few duels and getting really interested into it, we started watching the show again. It's like, hey, I really want to start building that like a proper character deck and make these duels a bit more fun to the show. So I started doing that, started researching it, and I jumped onto YouTube and I came across a channel at the time that were called Team Carrot Cake. And that find was an absolute gold of a find. So not only did they do character decks, they were specific character decks as well, like Battle City. Well, I know they were strongly on Battle City at the time that I found them. Not only did they answer my questions, they went through their decks, they explained why they were in there, and it just blew my mind. I was like, oh my god, this is so good. But not only that, is that they did character deck duels as well. So the same thing that me and my brother were doing, they had filmed this and put it on the internet. And they were doing just normal Yu-Gi Kaiba duels, Yu-Gi Marix, but they were doing 4-way duels, tag team duels, and it was just like, oh my god, that's absolutely amazing. Fell in love with the content and just watched it religiously. Didn't even think about it, subscribe, bang, done. To this very day, I'll get a notification from YGO Anime Games has uploaded a video. I see it's a duel, and if it's 20 minutes, I'm like, whoo hoo hoo, amazing. So I'd get just finish what I was doing, get a coffee on, share that to the smart TV, feet up, and enjoy this the 20 minute, the longer the duels, the better. The longer the content from those guys, you're just in for a treat. It's absolutely amazing. So if you haven't checked them out, check them out. But back on topic, towards the beginning of the year, I think, they've decided to call it a day for reasons that, I strongly recommend you watch their video as it's more their statement rather than mine. But for reasons, they've called it a day. And it's really, really sad that such a channel that, has inspired me to, go do this myself, it was just really sad to know that there's not going to be any more of those moments where I'll get the notification. Who am I going to watch now? Jokes, there's loads of people out there. But these guys specifically, I got a buzz from them uploading. So this video, I basically wanted to make it as a big thank you from 414 YGO to YGO Anime Games. Not only as a content creator, as a fan, but I've got to know the guys on Facebook and things like that over the last year or so. And so as a friend as well. So guys, congratulations on 6 years. 6 years of entertaining us, inspiring us, and just overall just awesomeness. You guys have done an absolute fantastic job. Really sad to see you go. What I basically want to say is a massive thank you. Be really proud of what you've achieved and the community that you've built. I mean, I was just reading through the comments on that final video, just oh my god, absolutely amazing that you've got that, and you know what, you truly deserve it. You've worked so hard. And one of the fascinating things about this channel as well is that they actually revealed that Everything they did was shot on a smartphone. They're just proof that you don't need to go out and buy all this stuff. As long as you've got awesome content, all you need sometimes is a smartphone. So take them as a, an inspiration to start doing that yourself. You don't need to go out and buy all this stuff. As long as your content is absolutely on point, that's all you need. So take these guys as an inspiration, because what they've achieved, I mean, over 1 million lifetime views, all from a smartphone. Amazing, absolutely amazing. But yeah, I'm gonna miss these guys a whole bunch. And you know what, I had the honor about a year ago. I mean, these guys, I used to just like watch them, and then I decided like, hey, you know what, I want to kind of like do that myself, but like put my own kind of like spin on it. So I started that, and then I can't remember how we got in contact with each other actually, but I remember saying to them like, I think they contacted me, and I was like, hey, would you be up for doing like a collab or something like that? 'Cause, for me, these guys are like, in my YouTube world, they're like icons, they're like heroes, inspirations, to actually like interact with them was just like, what? Absolutely amazing. So yeah, they were like, yeah, we'll collab, and I was just like, hey, you know what would be really, really cool? I'd love to like interview you guys, and they like agreed to do it, and that was just like, oh man. I was like extremely excited, extremely nervous, and I was just like, oh my god, I've got to make sure I like proper like do this right, because this is like, for me, it was like a big opportunity. I still see it as a big opportunity, to be able to interview people that inspired you to do something. I see them in back then when I started, before YouTube was a thing, I saw them, I was like, well, these guys are famous. To me they are famous. They're, I need to get some merch. Where's the YGO Anime Games merch? But yeah, so they agreed to do this interview thing with me, and man, it was amazing. It was so good. What I'll do is I'll leave a link to the video in the cards there, so I strongly recommend you check that out, because it was awesome just to get a bit more of an insight on that. And so from there, obviously we started chatting a bit more, follow each other on Facebook and whatnot, and just to be able to like do that is just absolutely killer. I mean, the two guys, Delta and Blue, are absolute stellar guys. They are like hardworking. They care about their fan base above all else, and their work ethic is unbelievable to constantly keep pushing this content out, and the quality of the content that we're releasing as well. They never seem to be like doing anything half-assed. It was just absolutely amazing. So to kind of see that go is like really sad, but for reasons of their own, things like that, it happens. Maybe, who knows, one day they did state, they might do the odd video here and there, but not to like expect a full-on return. So maybe, hopefully in the future, I aim to travel a bit more. Maybe one day we'll see a 4-on-4 YGO Anime Games kind of crossover, maybe a 3-way duel or something in the future. Not promising anything, so I don't want to put those guys in like an awkward position. But hey, if our paths ever cross, that would be like the pinnacle for me on something to do. I think that'd be amazing to have a duel against those guys. They'd probably crush me, but it'd be fine. I'm all good with that. But I'll finalize this video because I'm going on for quite a while. It's quite rambly, but this was basically just a thank you as a fan, as a friend, as a fellow content creator. YGO Anime Games, Delta, Blue, Team Carrot Cake, everyone that's been involved over the last 6 years. Congratulations. What you've achieved is absolutely amazing. It's sad that you're calling it a day, but thank you so much from the bottom of my heart for releasing content that inspired me to start doing this myself. I can't thank you guys enough, and I owe you absolutely everything. So good luck with the future. I look forward to any possible future videos, any further projects, or anything that you guys do. I'll always keep a lookout for you on the Facebook. Thank you so much, honestly, from the YGO Anime Games fan base. You guys will always be something quite special to us here, and we can't state it enough. Thank you for entertaining us. And for any of you guys that are watching that have not heard of YGO Anime Games, links are in the description below to their farewell video and their channel as a whole. Strongly recommend you check it out. If you enjoyed my character deck stuff, these guys are literally next level. So hours upon hours of enjoyment there. Thank you for watching this video. If the guys are watching this video, thank you. I just wanted to kind of do like a response or something to your farewellers. You mean a lot to me. Thank you so much for everyone that's watched. I'm really excited for the future of this channel. So after my video I released about me being a bit burnt out, I've got some ideas, so I'm starting to kind of like get back into it, get that groove back on. So thank you so much for your comments and that as well. Blew me away, the support and everything. So thank you so much. I'm going to stop rambling and I'm going to crack on with the content that you guys are expecting. So take care.